Hello, welcome to Daily News from Ayadi TV. Daily meetings of Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi. The Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Shirazi hosts a variety of visitors on a daily basis, including scholars, clerics, religious and cultural figures, academics, seminary teachers, and public groups of believers from around the world. It is worth noting that these meetings are held at the Grand Jurist office in Holy Qom in Iran at 11 a.m. every day. Representative of the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi meets tribal figures in Iraq. Sheikh Maysam al-Qaishi, one of the representatives of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi's office in Holy Najaf, visited the chiefs of Iraqi tribes in Al-Thani governorate in this country. In this visit, Sheikh al-Qaishi conveyed the instructions of the Grand Jurist and asked the Iraqi tribal communities to avoid any behavior that might entail negative repercussions. The Grand Jurist representative also made a visit to the children of Iraqi martyred soldiers in Holy Najaf. Representative of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi participates in Immigrants meeting in Canada. Sheikh Saleh Sibway, one of the representatives of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Canada and the director of Imam Shirazi Foundation in Montreal, took part in the Canadian Immigrants meeting, which hosted many honorable guests, including the Canadian Minister of Immigration. This meeting was attended by members of the Sikh and Hindu communities, as well as members of the Muslim Women's Rights Foundation, several government officials from Quebec City Hall, and Mr. Ahmed Hussain, the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship. The meeting was focused on various issues with respect to immigration and refugees in Canada. Further, in this meeting, the Canadian Minister of Immigration announced new steps taken to relieve immigration policies and establish deeper ties with immigrant communities in this country. During this meeting, Sheikh Saleh Sibway gave the book of Politics, the Very Heart of Islam, written by the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi, to Mr. Ahmed Hussain. Adam Center discusses topic of violence against children. Adam Center for Defending Rights and Freedoms, headquartered in Holy Karbala, Iraq, hosted a panel of legal experts, civil rights activists, directors of research centers, and journalists to discuss and find solutions to the issue of violence against children. Dr. Ala Al-Husseini, a researcher at this center, said, "Violence against children, despite being a big crime, has been widespread in many parts of the world." He then added, "Violence against children is not a modern phenomenon, and it roots in history. Unfortunately, violence against children have been growing fast in Iraq." Mr. Al-Husseini then stated, "Tens of laws, agreements, and regulations on the international scale have been put in place to restrict and combat violence against children. In addition, the Iraqi constitution has emphasized on the eradication of violence against children separately." Ayadi Khayr Foundation honors PMU soldiers in Iraq. Ayadi Foundation, in cooperation with Imam Hussein Cultural and Charitable Institute in Holy Karbala, honored the Iraqi soldiers fighting under the umbrella of Popular Mobilization Army Forces during a ceremony. During this event, which was titled "The Custodians of the Orphan is in Paradise," the orphan children were also given gifts and presents. Shuhada Institute distributes winter clothes among children in Iraq. Shuhada Charitable Foundation, dependent to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Basra, distributed winter clothes among needy families and children over the past few days. This foundation gave out these gifts to the poor families in Maysan province in Iraq in cooperation with Subul al-Ma'ruf organization. Anwar Al-Jawadayn Institute marks passing of Al-Banin, peace be upon her. Anwar Al-Jawadayn Institute, dependent to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Baghdad, honors the passing anniversary of Lady Al-Banin, the noble wife of Imam Ali, peace be upon them. This ceremony was attended by cultural and religious figures.